Here we are.
We're back. We'll resume the meeting at 11:11. So next up on the agenda is elders updates, Lucille Silk. So I'm not sure if Tito's on the call. Tito, are you on the call?
I disagree.
Oh, yeah, Ray Allen.
Tito? She's not. Marie's got a call.
I got her home number.
Tell her where she's at.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Tito. It's Michael Fairbanks. We're in the
Yeah.
We're in the meeting right now. Do you want to give an elders report?
Yeah, I couldn't get in there before with I tried to use that thing.
Okay. Well, you're on. You're on now. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for considering the elders. We have a lot of concerns that are coming into us. I know Sam out in Pine Point does a good job in taking care of the elders out there. And we don't have anybody right now out in the Rice Lake area, but I think Ray and them kind of help with the elders mostly out there too. I wish we, could get out and do more, even have meetings with our elder council, but that's kind of impossible right now. I know a lot of the elders are really getting worried because of the COVID. So many, we're losing so many elders again. And it's getting scary for a lot of us. We're almost to the point where we don't even dare go out anywhere. And we're also afraid of our family members that do go out and party or whatever, bringing that disease back to us. So there's so many risks that are out there. And I'm just hoping that people will abide by the wearing a mask and doing the social distancing. I appreciate the telephone call. This helps at least with hearing, regarding the elders. Health concerns is another, their personal health concerns. They don't feel that they're getting the service they need from Indian Health Service. They're not being referred to specialists until their health is so bad that it deteriorates so quickly that they can't come back from whatever illness they have. There's concerns getting in connection with the programs that are out there to assist elders. We've had people, family members that come from out of town that have a hard time getting, they come down here to get wild rice, and they're just having a hard time trying to get through. I've even tried to help some and thought it was set up, and the person gets down there and there's nothing. They have to go through a process process again to try to get what they need. It gets really frustrating, and it doesn't say give too much respect or credit back to the program. I worry that people, the ones that are not here, that have to live somewhere else, that they can't access these programs when they need to. It doesn't, again, say a whole lot about our programming. There's concerns, of course, already about the winterization of homes. It's unfortunate, of course, that everything hit us so fast. The winter coming on, not even hardly a fall. So, there's just all these concerns that are we able to have enough fuel? Do we have our plastic on our windows? All those things are just kind of coming together too fast for elders, and I don't know what to do with that. We try to help as best we can, but when we don't know where to refer them, that makes it very difficult. There's a lot of programs are doing an excellent job with the pandemic as the way it is. And I do appreciate, and I know that elders appreciate programs that do help them. So we're not saying we're always complaining. And we do appreciate any help that you can give us, but those are a lot of the concerns. Again, one of the main things that elders have problems with is the telephone system. I don't know what to do with that because it's difficult when you try to call in and everything's closed, and you try to reach something or a program or whatever. That's kind of the same way with the Indian Health Service, calling into the number, the main number, and then they're have to go through so many numbers to try to get what they need. Their telephone system has gone backwards. We had it kind of set up in a good process before, where they could tell elders to, when they do call in, to hit a certain number and they'd get more direct service. Now it's not that way anymore. So these are a lot of our concerns. I hope that, again, you understand that we're not always trying to complain. It's just, they're out there and we need to try to protect our elders as best we can. So I appreciate you hearing me.
Make Rich.
Tito, last for the casino, they're going to switch, not have it on a certain day for the casino for Elder Day. They're going to have it for the whole month.
Pardon me, I didn't get that all.
Tito, during our gaming meeting yesterday, we talked to marketing about the Elders Day at the casino, and the Elders Day is going to actually run all month long like it did last month. And so that is going to continue the same way it's set up, so we don't get all the elders in there at one time. So it's just so if you're an elder and you qualify for the promotion, you can come in anytime in November. I think starting on next Thursday, I think. But I'll find out that the elders can utilize their promotional item during the whole month of November, anytime.
That'll
So,
be for every
Okay,
month.
one of the things that concerns us is, I went up there once. I've been up there once since March. When I did go in, I was very concerned because the little wipes that were beside the machine, I did, for myself, I did take them and wipe the machine down and everything. And then but I was watching, and I've seen several people go come to a machine, not use those wipes to clean it. That's a concern for us.
yeah, and that's on the agenda today too. The EOC is looking at, we're gonna talk about this later on, is about hiring their own sanitation team to help out the cleaners that we have today. So that's gonna be coming up here in our executive session, so.
Yeah, but I just wanted you to know that's a big concern of us,
Yep.
for us, because we're trying to protect ourselves, yet we want to get out and have a little recreation too.
Yep.
But, if we don't feel safe, then many of us aren't going up to the casino. I've heard this from several elders.
Yep.
That they want to go up because they have that fear.
Yep. So we're working on that. So Miigwech for bringing that up.
Okay. Is there any other questions from me?
No,
From your council members?
Any questions for Tito that's on the call?
what day did they, switch that meeting to the elders?
Did you hear that, Tito?
What day did they put the what?
What day did they switch the meeting?
What meeting?
The one that we give out, airplane tickets to, and
Hold on.
Oh, you mean the NICOA conference?
the conference, yeah.
Okay, you had me kind of confused. There's so many meetings. The NICOA conference has been rescheduled to August.
August,
It's going to be held in Reno.
okay.
We still have we got our money back for the registration, or we're getting it back. But our membership, we still have paid in there, so we're covered with that. When we're able to reapply for the registration and so forth, I'll let everybody know.
Okay.
The same thing kind of has happened, Kathy, with Wisdom Steps. Wisdom Steps is canceled till next June.
June, okay.
Yeah, that unfortunately, this year was our 20th anniversary. And we were trying to, or considering doing something special for all the elders that have put in 20 years there on that program.
Okay.
But we had to extend it over to next June.
Where was that gonna be at? Same place?
Pardon me?
That gonna be in Malat?
No,
No,
it was in Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac, okay.
Fond du Lac, yeah. And that's where it'll be next June.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, and I hope you're feeling well, Cap.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. Miigwech, Tito, for your update.
Okay, thank you all.
Yep. Take care. Yep.
Appreciate
Yep.
your attention.
Yep. Stay safe. Giwababen. Miigwech. Okay. All right, next up, we have the program updates. I know first up is housing. I know Dennis was gonna call in. So Den, did you get on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you have a little update for us?
Yeah, I got an update.
Okay, good.
Pretty much the same as the last time. Our list is shrinking a little bit. We have a total of 82 people on our waiting list. If you want me to go community by community and give you the numbers, I could do that. It's totally up to you, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, just do that. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dennis.
We got one on the waiting list in Callaway. We got 4 in Alvo. In Nato, we got 18. Monoman, we got 27.
Wow.
Pine Point, we got 6. Rice Lake, we got 9. And Whiteout, we got 18.
Okay.
Vacancy report is pretty much the same as last month. We got 26 vacants. We have 10 of them ready. We are doing 3 move-ins. We did one yesterday and we did 2 today. We are going to do 2 today. Tri-funded. District 1, we got 14 picks. 5 of them are ordered for material. District 2, we got 14 picks. 8 of them are on order for material. And District 3, we got about 14 picks at District 3 too. And about 4 of them are on order for material. Ramps, we've been doing a few ramps. We did 4 ramps this year so far. We kind of put that program on hold the last couple of months because we couldn't find no green treated, but it sounds like it's coming available again.
It's hard for you to get material, huh?
Yeah, it's getting pretty tough. I know Menards did get some green treated in down there, so we'll just have to start using them maybe. Ojibwe, they were kind of backed up on green treated, but I think you can get some now, so.
Okay.
We're preparing for the 2020 audit. They'll be up here next month, beginning, I think, November 9th, I think they're going to be up here. Rice Lake, Pine Bend, we're working towards closing. We're hoping to start construction at least hopefully in December here. We're in the process of looking for a water tower, some funding for a water tower and some sewer problems up in Tax 2, Tax 3 area of Monoman. College assistance policy, we're going to update that. The board okayed 300, went from 200 to 300 to help out our college students. And we're still working on our ICD-BG mold report too.
How many
We're
college
hoping
kids
that
do you
we'll
have?
finally get pulled up. Excuse me, Kat?
How many college kids do you have?
Hardly any. That I think we had 5 or 6. I think at the last I checked.
Okay, thank you.
I know. A few people were advertising on Facebook. We did get a couple more applicants after that. Our carriage hoses, there is a little snag. They were supposed to be here at the end of the month. That place that's billing them got a COVID outbreak and they had to shut down for 2 weeks. They're back at 50% staff, but they said they're about 2 weeks out yet, so just kind of update you guys on that. And it sounds like that driveway got done in Rice Lake, so they are going to be happy about that.
What, Raymond?
What was that, Ray?
I said, yeah, it did get done. I said, thank you, Dennis.
Yeah, Yeah, no, thank you guys for the, all the help and with all the projects we got going on up here, without you guys pitching in, it would never have happened. So thank you guys for that.
How many, are off the board?
What's that?
How many is off the board? 2?
How many board
Three.
vacancies?
3, huh?
No, I think, well, Ray made a pick. He replaced his pick, so.
Okay.
And I think one of your guys, he never put in a resignation letter, but
And,
he was trying to reach out to you.
I
So I
only have
think we need
one
another
more.
pick from you, Pat.
And that's it?
What's that?
That's it, right?
Yep,
Cause he was chair too.
Yep, he was chair too.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't see no resignation letter yet, but, he called me and told me he was gonna get one to me, so.
Oh, okay. So I gotta replace him and that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I know there's been discussion at the board of adding a couple more slots, but that's totally up to you guys there. It'd have to be changed on the tribal ordinance, I do believe.
That's a lot.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, well, thanks a lot, you guys, and again, thank you for all your hard work, and really do appreciate it.
Well, thanks, Dan. No problem.
Thank you.
Any other questions for him? All right, next up is IHS. I know IHS has they sent over a little update, and they talked about we're currently under a modified stage 4 operation, which kind of limits to a lot of their services at the clinic. I know they're doing a lot more telehealth. It says in here, and it talks about some of their field clinics are closed. Their urgent care is continuing on the medical side. They're talking about the curbside pharmacy services have discontinued for safety of our employees. So you have to go inside the building to pick up your pharmaceuticals.
When did they start that?
That was that's in this report. So that's what I got from Maria. So then it talks about some of the other like areas like prenatal and OB, GYN. A lot of these ortho, physical therapy or mammogram, and optometry and audiology and dental are really kind of like shrinking. So it's like basically emergency only. So I know that they're still doing these, but they're just they're slowing down the influx of people coming and going out of our clinic. So that was Maria's update. So let me go ahead. Then the update I got from the college just states that the Whitehead Community Tribal College will close their campus effective Monday, November 2nd due to the increased number of COVID cases in the community. So our tribal college is going to be going to close their doors, but I think the classes are still going on through via internet distant learning. So okay. That's what I have from those two. And next up is the community councils. I know Kathy talked to her earlier about Nato. Had a list again that they had 6 items, and I think she gave it to Lenny already. But I think what we're going to do here very soon, I think we'll give Henry a chance to talk, and also I don't know if Whitehead Urban is on the phone.
Excuse me?
Yes. Yep.
Is Nato not presenting then? Are we off the agenda?
Oh, no. Okay, Kathy said you weren't, go ahead, Tara. I didn't know you were on, so go ahead. Sorry about that. I thought Kathy said.
I've been here since the beginning.
Oh, well, Kathy said that you didn't know if anybody's gonna be on here, so I just figured that we're looking for that list that Kathy gave.
How come they give it back to Kathy?
Sorry about that, Tara.
Okay, so this is, it's been requested, by our chairwoman, Karen Wadena, that we again present, and then this has been drafted and put together by the entire Nato Wash Community Council. So I'll just read the letter. I didn't get a chance to actually send it out. So, dear Wooders RBC, Nato Wash Community Council would like to thank all of you and your staff for what you do. NCC would like to thank Mike Bowman and Clinton Alexander for attending our October 2020 regular meeting. We would like to extend an additional thank you to Cindy Rasted, who has been a really great partner, and we really appreciate all her hard work. This past month, we have assisted feeding our family's food shelf with distributing the additional farm food. Nato Wash received 250 boxes, and we're short for the amount of need we have in our community. The following Thursday, we volunteered again to distribute additional 75 boxes of food and milk for those who were not covered at the original distribution. We need to thank Forestry with assisting us getting the additional 75 boxes of food and milk out to Nato Wash. NCC also stipended 4 Nato Wash members to help us deliver to elders and those without transportation or who are homebound. NCC would like to know if Whiters will be continuing this past the December end date. We volunteer every Wednesday to get the food out and would like to know if we are planning to continue this after December. NCC does have a plan for Wednesday's food distribution if anyone on the community council contracts COVID-19 or is quarantined. Our COVID-19 numbers continue to climb. NCC is currently communicating with the nursing department on weekly COVID-19 rapid testing in Nato Wash. The Twin Lakes Fire Department has offered the use of the Nato Wash Fire Hall. Whiters Health has requested the use of the complex or the old center. After great discussion, NCC would like to recommend weekly testing in Nato Wash at the Fire Hall. We know the buildings are closed to the public, and at the Fire Hall, people can drive through the building and not leave their vehicles. We understand our testing rates aren't as high as some locations, but we need to remember the location and days keep moving around in Nato Wash, and normally those who are testing in the village are village members, not outside non-members who are there to receive free testing. Nato Wash is one of the largest populated tribal communities on the reservation. We have an elementary school which is going 100% to distance learning because of COVID rates, and a Head Start, as well as numerous Whiters programs in the community. We would like to be made a priority by the RBC. NCC is also providing a hotspot for an elder who needs internet connection for their medical appointment twice a week. Only on Wednesdays are we able to allow this person in the back of the old center. Something really needs to be done to assist our members. We have no problem assisting her, but we cannot meet her needs 100% of the time, nor do we have the resources. We also have a couple of families where their children are distance learning and their hotspots are very unreliable, and they do not have internet in their home. Our request for this month is an update of our COVID-19 request from August. When submitting this, NCC followed all the COVID relief guidelines from the federal government. If you are not going to assist, could you please let us know? If you are willing to, then we need to adjust our budget as we have greatly increased the cost of some of our COVID response efforts. We would also like to know why the reason was made for any decision. We also have an organization in the village who has submitted a request as well. We are in partnership with them and would like to see a response so we know how to move forward. Please remember your members with their Wi-Fi connectivity. You have elders who don't always have a way for their virtual doctor appointments. You have students who cannot complete their homework assignments or participate in distance learning because of this. Some cities are providing free Wi-Fi to their community members with the COVID relief monies. Nato Wash is in greater need because we lack a cell tower. And NCC would like to ask if Whiters could look at putting the cell tower on Whiters land versus trust land. This would expedite the process and get Nato Wash connected to the rest of the world. Lastly, on COVID, if you are looking to make any additional COVID relief payments to members, we ask that those who have already applied be issued another payment and not have to go through the process of notary and mailing. We are still having members apply for this first round. This put a lot of additional stress on our people. NCC again requests a woodlot close to the village. If we do not receive an answer in the next 2 weeks, we will do what we can to purchase one from forestry. NCC needs the form to start the planning process. Please send this to us. We've been asking for help in writing since January of 2020. If Whiters isn't interested in assisting, just let us know. NCC also requested the ice skating rink boards. We would like to know if this has been granted, and if not, again, could you please just let us know? We are making plans to need this information. We were wondering about the 501c3. We also want to know what is going on with the boxing gym. Can we please get a response about the designation for our fitness center location change? We didn't get any black dirt for the powwow grounds. We are requesting this ASAP in the spring. Please let us know. And lastly, again, we ask for communication on our request. Even if the request is not possible, we would appreciate a call to let us know one way or another. We are elected by our community, and they ask us questions, give us ideas, and support their village through their volunteer work. We are accountable to them. If we have answers, this makes our efforts worth everything we attempt to do. Please remember, it is the RBC who has acknowledged the community councils. We are volunteers, and we are only trying to make our village better for everyone. Miigwech, Nato Community Council, Karen Wadena, Chairwoman, Joe Bush, Vice Chair, Heidi Goodwin, Treasurer, Tara Mason, Secretary, Nathan Keyser, Committee Member, Chris Leslie, Committee Member. And then I will email that to everyone.
We good?
I'm gonna give 25,000.
We're looking at, Tara, we're looking at passing a resolution today, but we're gonna give all the community councils, but Lenny needs to do some guidelines.
It'll just be, the resolution would just have guidelines on what the community councils can and can't spend the money on.
Okay.
Yeah, but the council can pass a resolution today to that effect.
So we're looking at passing something today, so for some relief.
Okay, so I know you said 5,000, but we had a request for $228,380 for food sources, medicine, building COVID compliance, sanitation equipment, funeral expenses, education, and quarantine homes.
Thank you. Hey, Tara, this is Lenny. Can you send me that request? Email it to me.
I will email that.
Miigwech. And then the other thing, I heard you mention 501c3 in the long list of items there. One, I attended the Cass Lake Community Council meeting a few weeks ago, and that was a question that they brought up. And so one of the things that we are working on, and we have several 501c3 projects we're working on legal right now. But one thing we're going to be, that the idea that I floated out anyway to Cass Lake and to several RBC members here has been to establish one sort of umbrella nonprofit corporation for all the White Earth Community Councils and apply for the 501c3 status for the IRS. But then all the community councils individually would be under that corporation. You'd have 501c3 status, but still be autonomous to make all the decisions that you want to make, and use that status for, any type of, banking or grant applications or anything like that you need to do as a community council.
I think that'd be an excellent idea, because I know another District 2 Community Council was looking at the 501c3 process application.
Yep.
And I think that would be something good to get out to the rest of the community councils that do not have the 501c3 that were interested in it. So
yep.
I'm not sure how far they are in the process, but I know that they have discussed it.
Well, perfect. Yep. So we'll work on getting that so all of them everybody has the same status, all the community councils, and everybody but has the same status, but still the autonomy to represent your individual communities.
It'd be perfect.
All right, Miigwech.
English?
Yep, you go up a minute. Next up I have on
I
here.
got you.
Yeah. Next up on here is Rice Lake. Is Henry on the phone?
Is Raymond on the phone? Alan?
No.
Yep, I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah, Ray's there.
Ray, did you text Henry that he's up?
No, I didn't, I thought, Yisha or Mia was gonna do that.
Okay.
I can get hold, I seen it was highlighted, I seen it was highlighted, so I thought he was already, notified of it. But I can text him quick.
Okay, then anybody from
He
the,
was sent the comment.
what about the urban council?
You went down?
Was Henry sent the number with it?
Yeah, Aisha emailed the calling number to him.
Okay, what about, is Charlie on the phone? Well, when they get on, they can join in, but I guess as per council here, talking about the $25,000 COVID relief fund to each community council. We did talk about this earlier, and I know Lenny's gonna draft a resolution and some guidelines on there on what they can use that money for, because it has to be spent by December 30th. So I know it's important that these community councils get these funds to help out and get Wi-Fi devices and get food, prepping machines or whatever they have to get at their community centers and to help them. And I know that all of our community councils, they do, as council, we do care for them. And so I think today that we're going to pass a $25,000 COVID relief funding for them for each community council. So, and I think the amount that we talked about was 25,000 a while back, and I think that Lenny will have that for the resolution for us to sign probably at the next meeting, but we can approve it today. So this is what I think that other council, I mean, if you guys want to chime in, and you guys have anything to say about this today? Because I'll ask for a motion to approve this item that these community councils can get this help. So.
Motion.
Any more discussion? I know Kathy motioned, so. Okay, motion by Kathy Goodwin to allocate 25,000 of our CARES Act money to our community councils that could help and bring some relief to each of our communities. So.
And I would just add, subject to the limitations of the RBC resolution and CARES Act.
Yes, to the guidelines.
Yeah.
Yes, the CARES Act guidelines. So we have a motion by Kathy, a second.
I'll second.
Second by Cheryl. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Here you go, community councils. You guys will get $25,000 each to help out your community. So be good. So I guess next up, one of the things that we talked about earlier too is we do have the CARES Act funding that we distributed earlier to all our membership, and it was based upon our 18,000 plus that we do have enrolled, and we had like over 16,000 members that were over 18 years of age, and so far, like in Ellen's report, we only received just a little bit over 8,000 applicants. So, and that does end on Saturday. So we do have roughly around half that money left over. So I know that we talked about this yesterday a little bit about giving the remainder back to our membership. And, I encourage it. I think all the council, that all of our council members are in favor of it. So I'd like to see another motion today that we reallocate that money that was designated for our membership at the beginning to give the rest back to our membership that have applied already. And I don't have all the details for it right now, but I know that they're, the ones that have applied for it already don't have to reapply for it again because they're already in our database. But the ones that have been, because I think we're gonna post date this probably on November 1st, since this next one ends on the 31st. If you are turned 18 before November 1st, and you're eligible for this next go around. So motion by Kathy, second.
I'll second.
Second by Cheryl. All in favor?
Aye.
Well,
Motion carries. So there'll be more information coming to you. You know, look online, don't call right away because it's gonna take time. You know, I know one of the things that when I talked to the CFO earlier, Scott Allen, he mentioned it's gonna take about 2 weeks to get these checks to come back in. And so we're not gonna be able to distribute the funds till about mid-November. So but we approved it today. I think the distribution will start right around that mid-mark of November. So we will have another distribution to our membership. So, you know, I want to say miigwech for your patience. And I know that our first distribution was kind of cumbersome, but we got it done. So I think you have till the 31st of this month to get in the first go around. So if you get in the first go around, you're automatically put in for the next payment. So it's important that just look out there on our webpage for more directions and more information that we will have a second distribution here. So miigwech on that. So all right. Did Henry or Urban get on yet?
No.
Okay. All right. So we got that then.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
Urban will not be updating. They
Okay.
emailed everybody their updates from.
Okay, thank you. I know Raymond brought up the plastic on the windows. I know I think we talked about this earlier. I know we're kind of getting back into a warm spell this week, but it'd be nice if we get something. You know, I'll address this to Lori when she does come back to work here, that we have to get someone out there either from our tarot department or otherwise our day labor. Ever which department we can utilize to go out and put plastic on these windows. So I know we can pay for that. So especially for our elders. So Ray, do you have any suggestions for that too?
No, I was just thinking that maybe that would give our day labor a chance, but again, they don't have the vehicle to carry the plastic and everything they need. That's something we should be looking at too, is getting them a vehicle or something, or a couple of them, because that way we could split our crew up.
Yeah, well, I think that's something we'll reach out to Esther or Sandy over there to see how many vehicles they got over there and see what we can do for these teams, these home repair teams that we're going to hopefully have put together. So, miigwech, Ray. We'll get on that. So,
Thank you.
yep. I know one of the other things that I know they brought up was some of and it's something I reached out to Tommy Bement and our economic development. I know we have some White Earth business owners out there that are asking for some type of relief too, and hopefully we'll have something by next meeting to get something where we can, you guys, the owners of these, the entrepreneurs, independent business owners around White Earth can apply for some type of relief funding too from our CARES I-22, so we can assist you with some of your shortfalls during this COVID period. So hopefully by next week we'll have an update for that. So a process where you can apply for some relief dollars. So hopefully it'll be next week. So hang in there. So miigwech. All right. I think after that, anything else that we have to, I know the signature requests are up next, so we can probably start on that.
So Mr. Chairman, if I could just,
yes.
On I know one of the things that I have is a business grant program, and that's specific to White Earth Enterprises. If the council wants to wait until next week, we can just do one that would be applicable to White Earth Enterprises and the individual businesses as well. But it would be up to the council if I want to do it. The one is prepared today. But if the council is going to do one for individual band member-owned businesses, it would make sense to do them together.
I think that.
Let's do them all together.
So then the one for White Earth Enterprises, we would just do next week with all of them together.
So wait till next week then?
Yeah.
I know you guys are waiting for it this week.
I mean, I'm just thinking from a procedural standpoint and why we're creating the grant to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want, if Treasury comes in next year and audits, we don't want them to say, why did you do one week and one the second week?
Yeah,
You know,
No.
that's just what I'm saying. That would make sense. And I wasn't sure when I was drafting the one for enterprises if we were gonna do one for the businesses. I think we should. I think it's a good idea. And I think that there's funds available to assist the individual band member-owned businesses. But it should be one program, in my opinion.
Should we just add a number to it then, Len?
We
This
could,
week?
yeah.
Like add like 100,000 more to it?
Yeah.
Should we just add 100,000? Andy, what do you think about adding another 100 for the small businesses out there that want to apply for?
Band members, small businesses operating within the boundaries of the reservation.
Motion.
We'll get to it. But we'll just add 100,000 to it, okay?
Because it's a 1.6 right now.
Alan, Ray, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I was asking for that, several months ago, so
But-
I'm glad to hear it's gonna happen.
So we'll just add it to this CARES Act money to the enterprises. We'll add an additional $100,000 to it. Is that fine with you guys?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, be good.
When we get to it, we can talk a little more.
Okay.
You need that?
Community council.
We will in a little while.
Oh, Hank, are you on?
Are you on?
Henry?
Yeah, just got on, had a little trouble.
Okay, go ahead. I guess you're up next then.
Okay, Rice Lake Community Council is, I guess, working, still working pretty hard with the community over there during this time yet. I guess looks like the cases of COVID is climbing. I mean, all around, so, I guess that's expected, but, we're doing, we're gonna set up another, round of, products, that we're gonna be giving out here again. I know, we had, our little gathering and our powwow. That went pretty good. Our demo derby went pretty good also. But, this evening, we're having 3 to 5, we're having like a drive-through thing down there at the center from 3 to 5 with costume contests and everything for young and adult. So hopefully that'll be a pretty good thing. We'd like to thank Emergency Management, for their little goodie bag they got together for our young kids and stuff. So it's just, working during this time. I know I also, got selected, for that community wellness recovery advocate job over there, and just waiting, for office space and computer and stuff like that with Curtis and the public safety there. So just waiting to get going on that, because it's all good. I mean, we just got to keep going in this time, and prayers to the families that do contact the coronavirus, but prayers for healing and everything. Every day is the day, for me, with smoking my Poglin, my pipe, in the morning, and wishing, for the world, not just here, but for the world. So I think Rita's on the other end too. Are you there, Rita? She probably got scared and hung up. But that's kind of all we got over here, Tribal Council. So thank you guys too for everything, for making these things happen. So be good.
Yeah, miigwech, Hank. Miigwech for your update. So you go have a in.
Yeah, we good. Thank you.
What about Urban?
No, she's not gonna do it. She just messaged me. All right, next up, we're gonna do signature requests. So the first one I got is from Lenny Finday, the legal department. This is $50,000 from the from the regional to the regional,
That's $50,000 to regional Native public defense for, Whiter's contribution to, it's a general fund contribution that Whiter has made several years in the running just to operate the, corporation that provides public defender services.
Ashley is here, did you guys want to?
that'd be executive if we do it.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
So, so do we have a motion for this? We've been doing it annually, so I think, we do support the regional public defense. It does help a lot of our members in and around the reservation. I think they're located over in Cass Lake or Bemidji too.
Yeah, and they sometimes have an office here.
Yeah, they have an office upstairs,
Yeah,
so.
they do. Monoma had a paper.
Oh, update?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So I wanted to be sure you got it.
okay. So do we have a motion for the donation to the Regional Native Public Defense Fund?
Motion.
Motion by Kathy. Second?
Who's out there?
Ashley. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Annie. All in favor?
Aye.
What?
Motion carries. Be good. Next up is Lori Thompson for courts. This one is for full court
It's,
software.
software, yeah, Playport Enterprises software. It's to replace the, Justware software that's expiring this year, and it allows, it's, CARES Act compliant because it allows people to work from home and access remotely, and the judges too.
Okay. So this is for software that comes out of our CARES Act money that applies because of the safetiness of it, which allows our judges and our employees to work from home with it. So do we have a motion to buy this software at $61,000? So motion by Kathy. Who's that?
That was
Alan.
Alan, motion, second by Kathy.
Oh,
All in favor? What did you say?
Oh.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We good? Next one again is Lori Thompson for the courts. This is judge contracts.
It's all the contracts for the judges, the conflict judges, the appellate court judges, and then also the attorneys that work within the tribal court for Anishinaabe Legal Services, Tim Dodd, Joel Voorhees, Josh Haugen, and then also a GAL contract with Wendy Roy. All of those. Yeah.
Okay, motion by Kathy, second. Do we have a second for these contracts for our judges and legal administrators and all those contractors?
second.
Second by Raymond. All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Motion carries. Next up is Pat Butler, Health Division. This one is for continuation. And this amendment is to IHS headquarters for joint venture.
It's amendment number 3 to the joint venture contract for the Nato Wash Clinic. It's just, as we're planning and moving forward with it, it's just a requirement to keep moving forward.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
Second.
Second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
What?
Motion carries. Next up is Jennifer Mealy from the Urban Sud Behavioral Health. This one is for resolution contract. Monetary, this one is for,
It's for the contractor who's monitoring the boiler and HVAC system over at Clifton Place.
for the contractor that takes care of our Clifton Place and the boiler system. $4,800.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
Second.
Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Clifton. This is for OMC residential treatment. This one is per Security services at Oshki.
Yeah, security services and updating the radios that they use. So that's where there's a little bit of an increased cost, but they're changing their radios from 3G to LTE for Oshki.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
What is that on against?
Oh, that was upgrading their walkie-talkies or their, from 3G to LTE
For Oshki Manitou.
for Oshki.
Okay,
That's an upgrade.
second.
Second by Raymond, all in favor?
Aye.
What?
Motion carries. The next one is by Lisa MacArthur. This is finance. This one is for a contract for Jack Hall property.
Yeah, this is the A&E contract. It's an AIA document that was negotiated and reviewed by legal. And that's for the planning of the documents for the men's acute care program.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
Second.
Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Lisa MacArthur Finance. This one is for,
It's change orders for the Nato Child Care Center. There's two change orders, one for Ace Electric for 1,700, the other one is for A&M Quality Air for just under 300. So it's
Motion.
motion by Kathy, second. Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Right,
Motion carries. The next one is Kim Luge for Whiter Child Care, two new child care license requests.
one is for Christine Paul and one is for Amanda Lumen. Both are Monoman requesting these child care licenses.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
Second.
Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
done.
Motion carries. Next one is COLA.
Do the girls upstairs have a license?
Yeah, they'll bring them down.
Okay.
All right, next up is purchase of service,
Dietitian.
dietitian and consult. This is for what is it, for a whole year or for what is it?
Yeah, it's for the academic year. It's for COLA dietitian services under MDE requirements. Yeah, these are-
Okay, sounds routine to me.
They're both for Monoman.
The amount is $8,100, so this is for the dietitian services for the school year at COLA. Make sure kids get good meals, so.
8,180 bucks.
Yeah. For the services, but I think MDH, Minnesota Department of Health, requires it, so.
I think it was
What's that, Ray? Motion?
Raymond.
Motion.
Motion by Raymond, second.
Second.
Second by Alan, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Done.
Motion carries.
That was the dietitian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Next one is COLA again. This is for education renewal and motion for BIE COLA CARES Act funding budgets.
So this is money from the BIE that was allocated under the CARES Act, and it's just approving the budgets that they were actually already submitted because they were part of only the superintendent's signature. But this is a formality since we're in this weird place of the RBC acting as a school board too. And you can see the budgets were attached.
Okay.
Aye.
Your motion?
Are you
I can motion.
Okay, motion by Cheryl, second.
Second.
Second by Ray, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up is Jenna again for COLA. This is for thermal temperature screening system.
$8,500.
Yeah, this comes from the CARES Act. This is where they can have the infrared cameras to look at the kids.
Yep.
When they come in, if there's anything.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second. Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up is Heidi Mertens Finance Grant Agreement for Part B and C, Infant and Toddler. Must be their program.
Motion.
Motion by Annie,
Second.
second by Kathy, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We got a couple more here.
Mr. Chairman, if we can do next, approving the Playport license and service agreement. This was the resolution that was presented and discussed by council yesterday at the gaming meeting.
Okay.
So I got a copy here if you need one.
All right, this one is we talked about this yesterday about Playport. We actually did a letter of intent already, so this is just a formality of getting this finished. And so do we have a motion to approve the Playport?
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
Second.
Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then, Mr. Chairman, the next resolution, there, you got the packet there. It's the $50,000 Youth and Elder Fund RBC allocation.
Okay.
Motion.
This next one is for the $50,000 that comes out of Youth and Elder Fund out of our gaming. So it gives each council member $10,000 extra to utilize for members that are in need of assistance. So.
And if I can just add, I just want to read the resolution to the council so you're aware, just that we're comporting with the general welfare exclusion doctrine, that the White Earth Reservation Business Committee recognizes the unique needs within the White Earth Reservation communities for serving the general welfare of tribal members, including providing for the basic needs of tribal members in habitable homes. And whereas White Earth Reservation Business Committee finds that allocating funds to meet these general welfare needs are not lavish or extravagant, shall not be utilized for compensation for services, and shall be available for any tribal member for the promotion of the White Earth Reservation's general welfare.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Very good. The next one then is
The final one, this is the White Earth COVID-19 Business Protection Grant. And you can approve it today with a few minor amendments that we'll make. We will make an amendment to the first, I should say, be it further resolved clause, that it's not only business entities organized under Article 9, which are wholly owned businesses, but will be available to all band member owned businesses that operate within the boundaries of the reservation. And we will increase the allocation from 1.6 million to 1.7 million. And there'll be a few minor adjustments to reflect that as well in the attached requirements and guidelines.
okay.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
Second.
Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Make good. All right, guys, I want to say make goods for all the ones that are watching today. And like I said, look at the website. You know, I think it'll be in a day or two where we'll start posting some stuff out there about, you know, and we get more clarification. You know, the amount of money is probably around half the amount. So I'm thinking, you know, the distribution will probably be around the same as it was the first time. So I know that'll probably that process will start probably in that second week of November, where we will be distributing the remaining funds from that fund. So it'll be a good timing for, you know, Christmas presents and, you know, Thanksgiving and some good holiday stuff. So I know that we as your council, we've been, working hard for you and, and making sure that you're safe and making sure everyone in that works for us or around us and works with our community councils are doing a great job. And today, like we passed today is like, we gave each community council $25,000 to assist and help them too, to get devices or get, equipment that would best serve their community. So I want to say, Miigwech, you go up a minute, Miigwech.
Okay.
Well, we did good today.
This is not working.
It's way over there.
Where is it?
It's in the bottom, Donnie. I hit that bottom one, yeah, I hit that little red button.
I'm trying to.
Make it okay.
There, you see it? Now you're right over there. You were right in the middle of the screen, now you moved it. There
I
you
can't
go.
see it because of
Now you're
the
way far
sun.
over onto the other side.
There you go.
You're right on Mike's head.
Okay, now I see. That glare on
Yeah,
the,
hit that down the middle, now there you go. No, in the middle, hit that button in the middle. Hit it again.
end stream.
Now go up in the middle.
Why?
Hit it again.
Well, do it, Mike.
Okay.
It's not ending.
Watch out, let me see. Hold on again.
Oh, my
Hit yes on this one?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Just north of